Steven Spielberg put that shit on the table and he put it in everybody's mouth. Every hater, including me. Hey man, Steven Spielberg, whoop. Whoa. Hey man, Steven Spielberg ain't got a whoop. Shut the freak. He dipping in everybody's mouth. Motherfucker, shut the freak up.
Gracias por ver La Esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner, and we got a movie review for you guys. Ready Player One. Steven Spielberg's coming back. Is he gonna come back on a hot streak, or is it gonna be like dull, like kind of what he's been lately? In my opinion, Steven Spielberg has kind of like fallen off into like a slightly above mediocrity, but that's just my personal opinion. So coming into Ready Player One, I was ready to see something epic. I said, and I believed based off the trailers that Ready Player One was supposed to probably bring back Steven Spielberg back to his heyday, like those E.T., Jaws, Goonies days, Indiana Jones, all those type of things, Jurassic Park. That's what I was hoping for. And we went to go see this in Hollywood at the Chinese Theater. Shout out to the TCL Chinese Theater. Shout out to the Nerd Report for making that happen. And yeah, we saw it in IMAX 3D, and I just got to say, visually, this film is a masterpiece. It is, the spectacle alone is worth the price of the ticket. I fully recommend you guys go see this movie in IMAX 3D because it fulfills the hype of what IMAX 3D is about. IMAX 2D, I'm sure, is fine too. The spectacles that Steven Spielberg was able to come up with such intensive CGI is completely amazing. The first 20 minutes, the first 15-20 minutes of this film blew me away. Quite literally blew me away. And I don't get blown away when it comes to visuals that much anymore. And the last time that I was actually blown away from visuals was another Steven Spielberg movie, 2007, the first Transformers. I know it was Michael Bay, but I know Steven Spielberg had something to do with that as well. And Michael Bay is a dope director in my opinion too. It's just crazy how I was sitting in the theater and I was literally looking at the homie like, bruh, what am I watching? I can't believe that this looks this clean, this clear, this realistic, this epic. I was blown away at the first 20 minutes of this film. And I was saying to myself, dude, if this movie keeps up, I was about 45 to an hour into the film. I said, if it keeps up like this, we're looking at a masterpiece film. We're looking at an A+ perfect movie. And I was rooting for this film. But unfortunately, it didn't live up to the first 30 minutes of the film. The first 30 minutes of this movie are the best. And then it's like a huge climax peak come shot. And then you kind of like, you go down and then you just stay there safely. You're waiting for an epic moment to happen to hit again, but it never really truly does. At least to the level of the first act of the movie. The first act of the movie is magnificent. The ideas of this film, the characters in this film. There's one thing above all that's the best, which I'll get to in a minute. But the characters, the idea, the nostalgia, the IP, the freaking world building in this movie is freaking breathtakingly spectacular. This film is lit, and I enjoyed watching it with my homies. I was here with my homies at a lot of these random trips down memory lane. Movies that happened that when we were children. Shout out to The Iron Giant. Lots of other movies that came across screen, from Stephen King all the way to his own IP that was thrown back up in this film that really tickled. It tickled me. I don't want to give some of them away because some of them are, I'll just say one of them includes a thumbs up. It's just seeing those with my homies and having our reactions to them whenever we would spot something. Like, that's from that movie. Oh, what? We were geeking out, bruh. We were fanning out. It was tight. If you're a movie fan, especially 80s, 90s, current movie, genre movie, it will tickle your nostalgia chords. This film is utterly, epically nostalgic. And it's the nostalgia that makes this movie, it's the anchor for this movie. And Steven Spielberg captured nostalgia. It banks on the nostalgia, and it never lets you go for the whole film. The whole film anchors on nostalgia. And that's safe. That's the safest way to do it. And it's also the best way to do it. And I swear, guys, you guys will not be disappointed when it comes to being entertained. This is a highly entertaining film. This is a immersive film. The freaking CG was freaking, bruh. That first 15 minutes, I can't tell y'all. Shout out to the car chase. Just shout out to and it's not just that. It was like, it felt so, it felt magical. This whole world felt magical. This whole, there's a Willy Wonka theme. Willy Wonka is one of my favorite movies of all time. Gene Wilder. There's a Willy Wonka feel of this movie. This movie has a strong, pure, compassionate, gentle heart. This movie has a lot of heart, and it's tied to a specific character that's tied to an idea. And that idea is, me personally, Willy Wonka. There's a Willy Wonka theme throughout this entire movie that gives a lot of people motivation, and I loved it. It was so good to me that it makes you emotional, but it makes you appreciate what it's like to be a kid and what it was like to see those old movies. And the nostalgia, it brings back memories, and that shit is tight. From Zangief to whether it's video games, Chun-Li and Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, it's all in here. It's all in this film. And just off that alone, go see the shit. There's some narrative issues, and there's a couple of characters that I personally don't care about. The character that plays Cyclops, I think he's playing Cyclops in X-Men Dark Phoenix. He's the lead character, what is his name? Wade Watt? I believe his name is Wade Watt. That's a derpy name. But his name is Wade Watt in this movie. I hated his character. I hated who he is and how simpy and whack he is. Like the decisions that he makes, the way he thinks, it's not something that I personally can relate to. That's just me personally. I know there's a lot of people out there who would relate to and do things that he chooses to do in this film. But just me, I just wasn't buying him. Even if I was a child, I wouldn't do the shit that he does in this film. So that's just a disconnect between me and him. And that's why I think he's whack. I would definitely wouldn't want to be his friend. That's for sure. But besides that, it's the epicness in the beginning, and it never even gets close to that level from the first act, and that's kind of where the movie kind of loses a little bit for me. But Steven Spielberg, you pulled your cock out and you laid all 3.5 pounds of it on the table. I ain't got it no more, huh? Oh, I lost my way and I can't show y'all what I'm about. Oh, Steven Spielberg over the hill, huh? Fat Jody talking shit about me, huh? Steven Spielberg put that shit on the table and he put it in everybody's mouth. Every hater, including me. Hey man, Steven Spielberg, whoop. Whoa. Hey man, Steven Spielberg ain't got him. Whoop. Shut the freak. He dipping in everybody's mouth. Motherfucker, shut the freak up. Real talk, Steven. You did it, bro. Some of his best directing with CG. Oh, this is some of Steven Spielberg's best directing in his career. Top 10. Top 10. The way he was able to make these fake things do realistic shit, because that's freaking epic. When you can make fake things look and do and move realistically, the way that he did it, yeah, bruh, you still got it. And I could tell Steven Spielberg, I think he was just lazy. I just think that Steven Spielberg probably just didn't care that much. Oh yeah, the post, yeah, I could do that with my hand behind my back. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, Tom Hanks. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I could do this. Munich. Blah, 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 blah. BFG. Yeah. Get John Williams on it. But this movie, hey Steven, got another movie that you want to do? Yeah, what movie do you want me to do now? It's nothing to me. Academy Award, yeah, blah. Oh, it's Ready Player One. Ready Player One. Heck yeah, baby. Hey, we're alive. And then he put that mother freaking meat out and he showed us, and this was passionate, man. Because those are the best movies that are ever made of all time, is when directors are passionate about what they do. Shout out to Patty Jenkins and Wonder Woman. You know that. Thank you guys for watching this movie review. I give this movie a solid A, baby. Solid. Solid as a rock. Subscribe to the motherfucking channel, man. Put down in the comment section what you guys think. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing, man. Deuces.